All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 900. Yes, 900 episodes. Tonight, we are on our 900th episode. And I was going to put something out there all nice and special and everything, but unfortunately, I lost my wallet and it threw everything off. So now I'm like on the phone and dealing with that. So it's been an issue, but I'm going to put out some nice stuff next week. But it's been 900 episodes. 900 episodes. Gosh darn it. It was like it feels like yesterday when we said, you know what, this will last about a week, maybe 2 months, and then we'll be back at it. Yeah, we started April Fools in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, April Fool's Day 2020. So almost staying, what is that, 4 years?
Yeah.
Almost to 4 years and a month. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to do 5 days a week, but now we only do 4 since they opened up the world after the COVIDs. You guys aren't around as much on the Fridays. So we're like, I don't want to be here on a Friday night with just me and Brandy staring at each other. We got Friday night lights and stuff to go be at. We got stuff with the kids, So I'm like, well, we'll just have to cut it to Monday and Thursday. And that happened, what, 2-3 years ago? I don't remember, about halfway through.
Yeah, about.
And then, but ever since then, we've been going strong, guys. What we've encountered over the, for a while. Let's see, we were in a head-on collision right before Studying Brew. We were on.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. 55 miles an hour head-on collision.
Yeah.
But we still made it.
We did.
Two bouts of COVID. We were still on.
Still on.
Yeah. 4 Christmases.
Yeah, we had said we weren't going to be on Christmas week, and we were on.
We were on there anyway.
Yeah, we were.
But yeah, I can't even think. Just doesn't matter. Doesn't hold us back. And who are we anyway? So if this is your first time, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65 in her Series 7, and it's been great. Doing these studying brews. We've learned so much about so many different people. We've had passers all across the United States, from New York to Alaska to Hawaii, all the states in between. And we've made a lot of good friends. We've met a lot of you during different conventions and different offices, and so many more of you to meet still. And it's been great. I mean, what a blessing to be on here. It's like our live is turned into like almost like a live podcast. And it's been fun, and I can't wait to see how many more studying brews we get to do. And as long as people still are coming and people are checking us out and want to listen to us, give those positive vibes, we're going to keep doing it.
Yes, we will.
But this year, I vow that this summer there will be a new podcast we will be doing, and look out for it. We're going to be putting it up on Patreon. It's going to be very not study like. It's going to be some of the stuff we talk about after the brew. It's going to be all the fun stuff that we do. I do want to interview people of normal character and normal stuff and see how they get along in life. I think that'd be kind of fun. We've all come from different backgrounds. That's one of the things I've learned from the Studying Brew and the 900 episodes. There's so many of you come from so many different places and so many different backgrounds. Shoot, we even had the very first like African American woman who ever graduated a university, a 4-year university, and passed our exams at age 85. That's fascinating. I would love to talk about that. There's like all kinds of stuff we've learned along the way, and people we've met. So we'd love to talk to a lot of the people that are on with us, and besides just the normal studying and talking about coming over, overcoming life's challenges and things like that. I've said it a million times when we study. And I'm going to say it again, guys. Look, we're heading into the weekend, and I say this almost every weekend and or every Thursday, but listening to a lot of you, look, I don't just say this. It has happened. It is in our archives, but there has been students on here that have overcome cancer. They've been studying while they were like seeking chemo treatment. We've had people who lost their houses, who are homeless, who were on breathing apparatuses, like they couldn't even breathe on their own. They were studying. We've had people, all kinds of walks of life, from all the way from ages 18 all the way to, like I said, 85. It doesn't matter. All the different, everybody from every shape, size, color. background, creed, what religion, everything. We've had everybody on here and they all passed, military,
Right.
all kinds of stuff. We have people that are in the military, active duty, that are
Mhm.
watching us overseas. Everywhere. A truck driver. Yeah, some people are reminding me. A truck driver who just listened to the audios,
Yes.
could not ever watch the videos, but just listened to the audios while they worked and took quizzes when they got home and just remembered what they heard and passed them all. I'm telling you all of this because if they can do it, so can you. The one thing that I have learned over 900 episodes, and Brandy and I have learned, you're going to get knocked down. You might get knocked out, but you can get back up.
Yep.
You can get back up and you just keep going and you just keep punching and then you just go and you'll get there. And I said it after the brew yesterday, right?
Yes. I
Do
have it right here.
you
I wrote it down.
decisions, not conditions, determine a pass or fail. Decisions, not conditions, determine a pass or fail. So as you're going through this weekend and you're like, well, I don't know because I have this going on. You don't understand the environment I'm in. If you've been on here, that some people may or may not, I don't know who's on, but there was once a lady on here. She literally studied from her closet because her family was so against her studying and she passed her exams. She literally was in her closet hiding because she wasn't allowed to be studying. There was a lot more to it. There's a lot more to a lot of your stories. And Brandy and I hold them, to our heart because a lot of you confide in us and you tell us your backgrounds and where you're coming from and what's going on in your personal lives. Guys, you have no idea some of the circumstances in which people have approached us and the circumstances they are getting this done and they're having to study. I could write a book and some of you guys, or I could write some of the stuff out and tell you some of these stories and a lot of you would probably cry because you can't believe that people are living like that or they live under such constraints. I'm telling you guys, they did it anyways. They literally changed their own life. They took their journey and took it somewhere and made something out of it. So when you think you can't, there's someone on the other side of it saying, I can. It doesn't matter what circumstance it is. Someone is saying, I can. Why are they so much more special than you? It's because they believe in themselves, because they're hungry to do it. And they know that it doesn't matter if they fail. It doesn't matter if they get disappointed. It doesn't matter if someone's against them. Because as long as they have their God, right? Or they have God and they believe in themselves, that's all they need. As long as they have a higher power and the belief in themselves, that's all they need. And that's enough. And that literally is enough. And if you want to do something with your life and do something special, you cannot give in. You cannot give in to whatever blank it is that people might put on you. You cannot give into it. And sometimes the people we give into, it's not necessarily, somebody in your office. It's not your enemy. A lot of times the people we give into is the person in the mirror. Because once you give up on yourself and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I can't, that is when it's all over. It's done. You've decided. I can't change that. Brandy can't change that. So when someone tells us, I can't do this, I can't, I can't, whatever they have to say after that, the conversation's over because we cannot change a made up mind. In addiction world, I come from addiction. Yeah, I've revealed this many times over the 900 episodes. I was an addict, right? I'm still an addict, I guess, right? I don't view myself that way, but it is that way. One of the things is that you can't make a person who has not decided to be clean or to be sober, you cannot make them do that. They have to want it and they have to do it, and that has to be from their heart. Just like if you were in a religion, right? If you were a Christian, you cannot make someone be a believer of any kind. It has to come genuinely from their heart, right? It, same with any journey, anything that you want to do, it has to genuinely come from your heart. There are people on here that have come from different countries and they've come to this country because it's got opportunity, and dang it, they've had to go through a lot to get here, and they are not quitting. Do not, do not, do not, do not, do not take for granted the opportunities in which are in front of you. And a lot of times, guys, the biggest opportunity you have is the fact that you're alive. Do you understand? The fact that you're able to be on here and have your health, have electricity, have the ability to have this internet, that's a blessing. When you stop counting the small blessings as such as your life, which is a huge blessing, but it always gets overlooked all the time, and your health, when you stop counting those blessings and really being grateful for those, that's when you've lost sight. And you really need to dial it back, and you need to look at it and you go, you know what? I got my life. I'm breathing. I still got my wits about me. Wow. This day, I can do anything. I really can. And I don't know. Sometimes that's the energy drink that we need. When we feel tired, we feel wore out, we feel the world's against you. You just got to think of the blessings, and then realize, you know what? I can do this. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let them all come at me. I don't care. It's not going to change my direction. So this weekend, I want you guys to, over 900 episodes worth of knowledge here. I want you guys to commit to yourselves. Don't do fake commitments. Don't be like, I'm committed, right? Don't do that. I hate it when, it's a fake commitment, right? It's got to come deep down from inside you. And I used to say this all the time: find your why and make it a real why. Why are you doing this? And that why has to burn inside you to where you think about it, it makes you cry. That's how deep that why is in which you do things. It's why you get up in the morning. It's why you strive to do your best. It's why you just flat out want to be the best you that can possibly be you. Find your why and connect with it. And when you feel like you're slipping, you feeling like, well, I don't want to. I got other things I need to do, or I don't know. I can't sit there for hours and watch a video. I don't know. I can't sit there and go through my notes. I don't know. I can't go and find out why I keep getting these questions wrong. I don't know why I can't write down my own, words that I need to memorize on a flashcard and just keep repeating it over and over again. Guys, when you figure out your why and you know what's up, all those things are just meaningless tasks. They're just the little things that you got to do to get to your goal. They are not that big of a deal when you have the big picture in front of you. It's just like, okay, is this all I got to do? That's what your attitude starts to become. All I got to do is write this out. Okay. All I got to do is figure this question out. All right, I can do that. And stop putting it in your head like you're walking across hot coals. It ain't that bad. Sometimes we turn into like teenagers who don't want to clean their room. We look for more reasons to do it, and takes longer to figure out why we won't want to do it than if we would have just done it in the first place. And if some of you are our parents, and you understand that completely, your kids will argue with you for hours on why they don't want to clean their room, and they complain and they whine and they throw fits, right? And then you're just like, dude, if you would have just started like, I don't know, 3 hours ago, you'd have been done already. But now it's going to be 5 hours long. And some of y'all have the same approach to your studying. So just get it done. Stop complaining. Take in your blessings. commit, figure out that why, and just get it done. That's it. That's my message this weekend. Over 900 episodes worth of knowledge right to Anya. What do you got anything to Brandy? No.
Got it.
She's all, let's get it going. Let's get it going, because you know what? May is a new you, new month. And we just got to make this thing happen. We just got to make this thing happen. So how do you do it? Well, to Monday, we're starting the Kona Academy for the SIE. This week, we had a great week. We're still finishing it up this with the member session tomorrow, but we're going to get this thing done. And we got more next week. So if you haven't joined us yet, join us. We got that QR code, scan it, join up in the membership, get on to all the live sessions, get on to everything that we have. We have charts, tables. Guys, we have so much stuff. We got study guides. We have so many things that you guys can plug into over the weekend. There's like thousands of hours of stuff on that Patreon that we have over there. And so if you want to get that 21-day plan and you want to get started, you can do that right now. You can do that tonight. Why hesitate, right? So scan the QR code, hit the links. We got Instagram, we got Telegram. We are on the Kona Discord. We're on the message board over there. We call it the message board, but it's a Discord channel over there. And it's our Kona community where you can ask questions, get help all throughout the weekend. Make sure to get into that. SIE, Kona Academy, all that great stuff. 951-290-3077. Reach out, give me a call, give me a text, and let's do this. All right, this tomorrow, that's weird.
Oh. That was forgot to make it big.
Oh, there we go. Tomorrow we do not have Academy for tomorrow morning. We will be doing just the one session, which is the live techniques at 11:30. Brandy was going to do the same thing in the Academy. So why do two meetings when we can just do it in one nice meeting and you guys can go about your day on a Friday and get this thing done. So we're going to do that at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. All exam, all members, live techniques. We're going to have studying, whatever you guys need on that tomorrow session. So make sure, doesn't matter what exam you're studying, just be there. All right. You ready to get this thing done?
And I have this.
All right. Yep. This is a reminder. Starts May 6th. We got this Tuesday through Friday. We got the Academy. Starts over on Monday. So make sure to get started.
Right.
All right. Let's get on to the Serious 6. This is the Studying Brew. We're going to go over 6 different exam questions for 6 different exams. We're going to have answers. We're going to use the content. We're going to use the techniques. We're going to use keywords. We're going to tie up everything we learned on the brew this whole entire week. And let's just do this.
Yes, let's do it. All right. This looks very familiar to a question we had the other night. But it's not. Ha! All right, guys. So somebody already put in the chat, right? They're already gains. I mean, they're all gains. So I'm just kind of not even going to look at that because that's not important, right? But what I'm going to look at is that this says long-term and that says long-term and this says short-term and that says short-term, right? So I'm looking for longer than a year, or I'm looking for 1 year or less. Okay. And then I can't really look at the numbers until two of them say 200 and 2 of them say 600. So I'm really coming down to, is it 2? Is it 6? Right. So those are the 2 pieces that I'm looking for in this question. All right. All right. So let's look at the question. Boom. And it says, let me get a different color. So it says this: a customer purchased 300 shares of DEF at 33 and held the position for 14 months. Okay, so that's longer than a year. So you're out, right? They sell the position for 35. So I got 35 minus 33. That's 200, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I?
No. I don't know.
No, guys. How many shares did I purchase? That's right. So 200 times, not 200. I do that right there. Boom. It's supposed to be 2 times 300 is 600. And we already said it was long term. So you guys see how you got to slow down for just a quick second. Most of the time when we're answering these quiz questions, it really doesn't matter what Q bank you're in. It's pretty basic, right? Customer purchased 100 shares of blah, 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 blah. So you gotta be on the lookout because every once in a while, guys, they're gonna throw a number you're not used to multiplying. 300 shares. 2 option contracts, right? Oh, I messed up on that. I messed up on the extra zeros.
So can I say this? I was gonna say it was 600 just based on the fact that it said 300 shares. Because 3 is a factor of 6. I don't know. I just like, how could it go backwards to 2? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was me.
But you had to be paying attention to the 300.
Yeah, that's
See?
what I did. I paid attention to that 300. I saw the 300 in the question. I was like, it's going to be the 600.
Right. But like I said,
I didn't know anything else.
Yeah. And like I said, and he has a different look at this, guys, because he's not quizzing all day.
No, I'm just
you guys are.
I'm just that's all I did. No other reason whatsoever. You couldn't even ask me, why did you get that? That's it. That's the only reason. I saw 3. I know it's not going to go to 2. It's not going backwards. It's 600.
There you go. There you go. All right. Coupon rate, current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call. So much, but I guarantee you this is a seesaw question. Now, to the person who said, man, I really need to get that seesaw down, and you know who I'm talking about, I really hope they're going to catch this replay.
Well, you know.
Let's hope that, because it's East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know she's not on live tonight.
Not everybody's like Tim Lewis, representing, always dressed sharp in Ohio. 1 a.m. plus.
Exactly. Current yield, YMCA. I remembered, right? We always put our $ here. We always put our percentage sign here. This is a premium. This is a discount. And this right here is our nominal yield. Here, let me put a different color so you guys can see it. All right. So that's it. So I see coupon rate, current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call. That is in order, right? Coupon, current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call. Okay, so this is a good order, right? Because you can't change the order. Yield to call, current yield, this is all messed up. Like that doesn't look good. Yield to call, yield to current yield, nominal yield, that's going in the opposite direction. That works, right? Yeah, that works. And then the next one is kind of out of order, right? So the answer is either C or A.
Just based on the order.
Just based on the order, right? All right, so let's look at my question. Boom. If a bond is trading at a premium rate, rank the following rates from low to high. So I'm looking at this bar right here, low to high. I'm going to start with the yield to call. I'm going to start with the yield to call.
This is what I like to call mapping it out, right?
Brandy, that was my bad. Sorry, guys, that was my bad.
This is why you call mapping it out.
Yes, this is called mapping it out. Hold on, let me fix that.
Yeah, it's mapping it out. It is the right answer is C.
It is. I pulled these questions not today, so my bad.
But it is the right answer.
It is the right answer, I swear. Yeah. Right? Because from low to high, boom, 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 boom. I should probably slow down.
But how much easier is that to just draw it out and you can just simply just point and go, oh, okay.
Guys, when I took my series 6, I took the original 6. I had about 8 bond questions that needed the seesaw on the exam. I had no idea what this meant, but I knew how to plug it in.
If I could tell you how many passers that have passed the exams without knowing exactly how that works or what it means, I would be a rich man if I got paid for each one.
Exactly.
I'm telling you guys, it don't matter. As long as you just know where the numbers and the letters go, you're fine.
Pretty much. More numbers. Woo! All right, 100 shares at 55, 100 shares at 45, 110 shares at 55, or 110 share 45. All right, so a couple of things, right? I'm going to take my numbers first. 100 is lower than 110, right? Mm-hmm. So down, that's an arrow, up.
B has no $sign.
There's a lot of typos in this.
Oh, okay.
I did not typo this.
Okay.
I mean, I did not do this, right?
You did not write this.
No. So I'm going to do it this way. My numbers, right? Shares, numbers. I'm going to go down, number down, number up. This is how I would write it on my paper. Okay. What I'm doing on off to the side. Okay. Then I'm going to take my dollars, right? I'm going to go 55 is higher than 45. So that's up, that's down, that's up, that's down. So just so again, so you guys can see it, how I would put it on my paper, because we cannot write on the screen on the exam. Can you imagine? That'd be cool. Right? So these are going in the same direction, not an answer. These are going in the same direction, not an answer. So B and C are out already.
By the way, if you didn't know why that is, it's because those always have to be inverse. That means if one's going down, the other one has to go up. Period. Commit that to memory.
Yes. Somebody in the chat put sounds like some sort of split.
Possibly.
All right. Your client bought 100 shares of ABC at $50 a share. So my numbers and all that stuff still kind of align, right? Later, she received, so that means she got,
yes,
right?
That's what receive means.
10% stock dividend. So she received stock. So that means I was given stock.
Yes.
So my number's going to go up, right?
Okay.
So my number's going to go up, right?
Yes, because I got 10% more.
So this is the answer, correct?
Do you see that? She had 100 and then she got 10% more in the mail.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's some more.
So now she's no longer 100. She's now 110.
Yeah, that's it.
Or roughly, or whatever.
Whatever the math ends up being. Guys, we're so caught up in stock dividends and splits that we just look at the concept, right? More shares, less money.
Exactly. Boom. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
And if you're trying to figure out the exact math of what 10% of that is, I'm going to say this again and write this down. Who gives a fart?
Wow, that was scary. My heart skipped a beat for a quick second.
Who gives a fart? Just get the answer right.
Yeah.
Quit thinking.
So the A does exist in this world, but that's a reverse split, and that's definitely not what we were talking about.
Brandy almost was like, oh, we don't have a dump button on here.
Oh, where's my dump button? All right, guys, I'm on 900 episodes, and I don't think we've let an F word fly. Maybe in the beginning.
I'm going to say maybe 99% I've gotten away with not.
All right. I know you don't like these. Okay, so let me give you guys a little insight.
Let's give some relief.
So every single Q bank for every single, so whatever brand you're using for your questions, no matter what test you're studying for, it's going to have these stupid Roman numerals, because they did start phasing them out in what I think it was either 2018 or 2020. None of the FINRA tests have them, right? So the SIE, the 6, the 7, the 26, 24, they don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, but the 63, 65, 66 still has them. So you still got to know how to solve them, but they're not.
Yeah. So if you're taking the SIE,
6,
the 6,
7,
26, and 26,
not on there.
You do not have Roman numerals in the exam.
Right. But they're in every brand Q bank for every exam. So we just got to know how to deal with them.
There you go.
The SIE had them because they're not supposed to have them. They actually did phase them out.
Yeah, they were phased out in the real exam. I haven't heard anybody say there was Roman numerals.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe that's why the Q banks didn't get rid of it. Maybe they realized that maybe they should leave them in there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go with it then. All right. So it was
probably an ungraded question.
I don't know. Maybe they decided to put them back in. You get 2 for 1. Guys, this right here, I still look at my answers first, because I did have these on all of my exams, and there would be so many times that I would force myself to pick 2, and then I would look down at my answers after and go, oh man, I could have just picked 1. So that's why I still look down there, pick 2, right? And then on my paper, guys, I do this 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, right? Boom. And I'm going to reveal the question first. And it says the CDC pharmaceutical stock is currently trading at $50 a share, right? The CDC November 55 put is trading at $7. Which of the following is true? So guys, I'm just immediately going to draw my arrow, right? And I'm going to put this at 55 is my strike. That means 50 is my current market value. That means I'm in the money.
Yep, at 50.
At 50. That's it. I'm in the money, right? So that's just me mapping it out. Let me get to what 1, 2, 3, 4 says. 1, 2, 3, 4 says my time value, my intrinsic value. Okay, look, I'm not even going to break those down. I just know that I have to figure it out. So I'm just going to look. The difference between 55 and 50 is 5. So that is my in equals my intrinsic value. So my IV is 5. So IV is 5. That's 2. That's 2. So that means the only other answer there is the time value, which means the time value has to be $2.
A and B are the only ones with the answer 2 in it.
Minus 50, that's 5. So that's my intrinsic value. So that means time value must be 2. Time value is 2. That's 1. The answer is 1 and 2. Boom, done.
So this is what I did. I don't know if anybody else did this. So when she said there has to be a time value, 4 was already out. So that means all I was left with was answer A. I didn't figure out the 2 part.
But 3 says time value is 5.
I know, but we already said it can't be it.
I'm just saying.
We already said that can't be the answer.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
We already said 3 can't be the answer. It's 2. 2 had to be the option that we were going with for intrinsic. All we had to do is look for the time value. 4 was an intrinsic value.
Yes, Sally. Time value is not current market value. Intrinsic value. Time value is intrinsic value minus premium, or the difference between. Just put the difference between premium and intrinsic value. It's the highest number minus the lowest number. That's it. Because it can't be negative. It's very confusing. But just go difference between. So if I get my IV, and then I go 7 minus 5 equals 2, that's my TV. Get it, my TV. All right. Next. Take a picture. Okay, next. All right. Push bond prices lower. Make bonds trading in the open market more desirable. Hey, baby. Push bonds higher in the market or have no impact. Lower. Huh? Higher. None. Boom. Boom. Opposites. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Federal Reserve Bank is raising rates. If my rates are going up, that means my bond values are going down.
They're inverse. If you don't know, now you know. Interest rates are inverse to bond prices.
Yep.
So if interest rates are going up, that means the bond price has to go down.
Yeah.
All the other information doesn't mean anything.
All right. This is my last one. Invest in equity and debt securities, have pooled and professionally managed portfolios, include both stocks and bonds in his portfolios, or invest in commodities and currencies. Okay. So we both have the invest, right? You guys called that one. Okay. The other thing I'm going to notice is these two are like opposite or similar, however we want to look at that. But if you guys look at these two, they include both stocks and bonds, and they invest in equities and debts. This is literally the same thing, right? That's the same. So if that's the same and those are opposite, can't be that, must be that. They all say and.
So that doesn't help.
No. Right? So just to kind of solidify our choice, boom, hedge funds are definitely permitted to do commodities and currencies. Because hedge funds are the Wild West of fund world, and they can do anything.
Do whatever they want.
That's right.
Do what you want.
That's right. That's it. That was it.
All right, everybody. We made it. 900th episode.
Yes.
900 episodes. 900 episodes. Wow. It's a lot. And we want to say thank you all for being here tonight. It was a lot of fun. And I know if you missed if you were like, oh, I'm just skipping ahead to the lesson because you're doing that in the replay, go back and listen to what I said. 900 episodes worth of knowledge there. So help you get through the weekend. Make sure you guys go ahead and get your quizzing in. Stay consistent, stay committed, stay determined. Just make it happen. That's all there is to it. We're gonna have a live sessions tomorrow for all the members, and it's going to be just one session. It's just going to be the all members session at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we're off to the weekend. But you guys got to stay after it. Everybody else, we'll see you on the Studying Brew next Monday, same bat time, same bat channel for 901. All right. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Practice the techniques and the keywords in your quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.